You can shift in the other one. No.
Yeah, that would be.
Yes.
I have never been to any Asian countries or Middle Eastern countries. Yesterday, in one of my Spanish classes, there's a girl. Her mom lives in Egypt, so she has been to Egypt 20 times to visit her mom. So she really got to see.
And Egypt is not far away. How many times with a plane?
How many hours?
Hours.
How many hours on a plane? Let me see. Distance from Trondheim to Egypt. It's probably 6 hours. Let's see. I don't like it when that you ask that. They always give you kilometers and miles. I don't want that. I want to know in hours. Duration. Let me see. Okay. If you go on a hot air balloon, it takes 79 hours. If you go on a balloon.
In a balloon?
But if you go by plane, if you go by plane, 4 hours.
4 hours.
So it's not too bad. Okay, questions. Ask him lots of questions.
When was Mumbai part of the British Empire?
Empire.
When was it part of the?
When was it part of the British Empire?
Until independence, 1947. No, står det där? I don't know if you can't find it. Independence, det var det frihet, så ute.
Frihet.
Eller friheten.
Yeah, okay. Try to. The independence year was 1947.
What type of people live there?
What kind of people? What type?
Yeah.
In Mumbai, I suppose all Mumbai lives rich and poor people side by side.
Rich and poor people side by side.
Are Mumbai on east or west or north?
Yes, it was a good question. Where's the name? Yes, you can find it here. Yes, I can find it. Mumbai is one of the west. Is on the west coast. In the west coast.
When was the wet season?
When is the wet season?
When is the wet season? Wet season is from June to September.
From June to September.
June to September.
TypeScript 1.1. Writer. Tape script 9.10. A megacity is a city with more than 10 million inhabitants. The largest megacity is in fact Tokyo. The next biggest is Mexico City. Third is Mumbai. Fourth is New York, with about 22 million people. And last, the smallest is Shanghai, which has about 18.4 million. Sometime in 2008, for the first time in the history of the world, more people on Earth lived in cities than in rural areas. Everyone knows he was there. 6.
The 9. The spotting celebrities is the ivy. They will go there.
Tape script 9.10. A megacity is a city with more than 10 million inhabitants. The largest megacity is in fact Tokyo. The next biggest is Mexico City. Third is Mumbai. Fourth is New York, with about 22 million people. And last, the smallest is Shanghai, which has about 18.4 million. Sometime in 2008, for the first time in the history of the world, more people on Earth lived in cities than in rural areas.
Last city is the largest city. It is Tokyo.
It is Tokyo.
Number 2 is Mexico City.
Number 3 is Mumbai.
Number 4 is New York.
And number 5 is Shanghai.
Have you been to any of these?
No.
I can say I've been to New York. Here's the funny thing. I had a ticket to go from Brazil to the United States, and I had to go to California. So the ticket was like this: Rio, New York, then New York, Los Angeles, and Los Angeles, Sacramento. But I arrived in New York at one airport, and I had to change airports.
Okay.
So I got to get on a taxi and change airports, so I saw the city. So that's the only time.
Okay.
I don't know if it counts, but it's better than the airport, because if you sit at the airport, then you haven't seen the city. But I was on a cab and I saw the city because I had to change airports. I didn't like that, changing airports. Okay, the next part of the exercise. Do you see number 3 here? The 3 people there?
Yes.
Okay, so you have 3 people, and they're going to talk about the people in a mega city, the climate. What's the climate? What does that mean, climate?
Klima.
The transport and things to do. So you have to write down what kind of things they said about the people, the climate, transport. You have to try to listen and write down what they say.
Tape script 9.11. Makiko from Tokyo. The first thing to say about Tokyo is that it is very safe. Women can walk everywhere, anytime, day or night. Little children walk to school. You can leave something on the table in a restaurant while you go out for a minute, and nobody will take it. Tokyo is also very clean, and it is very easy to travel around. All the trains and buses run on time. Personally, my favorite time of year is spring, when it's dry and the cherry blossom is out. Tokyo is a very exciting city. because there are always new things to do, new places to go, new things to eat. It changes very quickly. Sometime in 2008, the first time in the history of the world, more people on Earth lived in cities than in rural areas.
Tape script 9.11. Makiko from Tokyo.
The first thing to say about Tokyo is that it is very safe. Women can walk everywhere, anytime, day or night. Little children walk to school. You can leave something on the table in a restaurant while you go out for a minute, and nobody will take it. Tokyo is also very clean, and it is very easy to travel around. All the trains and buses run on time. Personally, my favorite time of year is spring, when it's dry and the cherry blossom is out. Tokyo is a very exciting city because there are always new things to do, new places to go, new things to eat. It changes very quickly.
Vimal from Mumbai.
About the people in Tokyo. What did she say about the people in Tokyo?
It's very safe to live there.
It's very safe to live there. And she gave an example.
Mm.
What was it?
When we go to cafe,
Mm-hmm.
and when she sätter fra sig pengeboka eller så.
If you leave something on the table,
Nothing came to.
nobody will take it.
Okay.
Nobody will take. How about here in Trondheim? I think it's like that too. I think it is. I left, I lose things a lot. So I left my bag somewhere, my wallet, and people have always given it back.
Give it back, yes.
Yeah, I think it's safe here too. And she said something about walking at night. What did she say about that? Did you hear that part?
It's very safe.
To walk at night.
Mm.
How about here in Trondheim?
Yes. I think.
Yeah. Do you walk around at night?
I can do that.
You're probably not allowed to. But I don't, why would you walk around late at night? Why? No, but if you go, for example, to the movies and it's a late movie and it ends at 11:30, you can walk to the bus stop and take a bus and walk, and it's safe.
It's almost safe here in Trondheim.
Everywhere in Trondheim.
Yes,
You
I
think?
think. Yes.
Is it safer here or in Oslo?
Yes.
Safer here?
Yes, I think.
So it's not safe to walk around at night in Oslo?
Safer here, but not unsafe, maybe. And is that correct?
Yes, you're saying
Unsafe.
it's safer here,
Yes.
but it's not unsafe in Oslo. It's just safer here.
Not safer. Yes, I think.
Okay. What else did she say about the climate? She said something very special about the climate that she likes.
And she likes the spring.
And she said something about that.
It was, yeah.
Did you hear that? I want you to listen to just what she says about the spring. There's something special that she likes about the spring. There's one thing.
Something about the flowers.
Yeah, but which flower was
On the
that?
trees.
Let's see. Something special about the.
The first time in the history of the world, more people on Earth lived in cities than in rural areas.
Tape script 9.11. Makiko from Tokyo.
The first thing to say about Tokyo is that it is very safe. Women can walk everywhere, anytime, day or night. Little children walk to schools. You can leave something on the table in a restaurant while you go out for a minute, and nobody will take it. Tokyo is also very clean, and it is very easy to travel around. All the trains and buses run on time. Personally, my favorite time of year is spring, when it's dry and the cherry blossom is out. Tokyo is a very exciting city because there are always new things to do, new places to go, new things to eat. It changes very quickly.
Very exciting.
Exciting,
Mhm.
exciting, yes. Always new thing to do.
And
And never bored.
it's never boring. She said something about food. Did you hear that? She said something about food.
They have new place to eat.
New places to eat all the time. It changes all the time. So for that reason, she thinks it's so exciting because it changes. New things to eat, new places to go. Lots of new and exciting things. Did she say something about transportation?
Every time is on time.
The transport is on time.
It's on time.
How about the transportation here in Trondheim? Is it always on time?
No.
No. But it's not so bad, is it? It's not so bad.
It's not so bad.
And there are buses, maybe 2-3 buses an hour. It's not so bad.
Train is always on time.
The train, yes. Okay, now let's listen to the next person and see what he says. It's good to compare different.
From Mumbai. I have two strong impressions of Mumbai. First, it is a city that is so full of activity. It is busy, busy, busy all day long and all night long. It's a city that doesn't sleep much. The day begins early because it is so hot. It's a noisy place. There are cars going beep, beep, auto rickshaws by the thousand, fast trains rushing past, vendors shouting and trying to get you to buy their food, their drinks, their clothes. And people everywhere trying to get to work. The second thing to say is that the people are very, very enthusiastic. Life isn't easy in Mumbai for a lot of people, but we really work hard and we really want to do our best. Every new day brings new possibilities. The future is exciting for us.
Lourdes from Mexico City.
It's a noisy place. That is so
places to go, new things to eat. It changes very quickly.
Vimal from Mumbai.
I have two strong impressions of Mumbai. First, it is a city that is so full of activity. It is busy, busy, busy all day long and all night long. It's a city that doesn't sleep much. The day begins early because it is so hot. It's a noisy place. There are cars going beep, beep, auto rickshaws by the thousand, fast trains rushing fast, vendors shouting and trying to get you to buy their food, their drinks, their clothes. And people everywhere trying to get to work. The second thing to say is that the people are very, very enthusiastic. Life isn't easy in Mumbai for a lot of people, but we really work hard and we really want to do our best. Every new day brings new possibilities. The future is exciting for us.
What is it? What is it in our region?
Enthusiastic.
Is it the same meaning too?
Yes.
What does that mean? Can you explain? Give me an example of an enthusiastic person does.
Thank you. Vad ska jag säga?
Nej, jag tycker heller inte det.
Inte entusiastisk.
Is it somebody?
Want to do something. Want to, yes.
Is somebody who's always excited about? For example, I say to you, let's go and walk from here to Heimdal on a hike, and you say, yes, that's excellent. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's go shopping. Yes, let's go on. Let's do it. That's excellent. Is somebody that's always positive, optimistic, happy, energetic,
Enthusiastic.
and enthusiastic people. So they said that people there are very enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
So that's one thing, a positive thing. What did he say about work? He said something about people and work. What was it that he said?
Life isn't easy, they work hard.
Exactly. Life isn't easy, but they work hard. And what else did he say? He said they work hard and they do their best. They do their best. They do their best. The future is exciting for them because they're very enthusiastic people. They do their best. They work hard. He said something about the climate. What did he say about the climate over there?
They begin early.
They begin to work early. The day starts early. Why? Because it's really hot. So they have to start everything very early before it gets too hot. Transportation. Did he say something about that? He said there are cars everywhere. Lots of cars everywhere. It's very busy. Did he say something about things to do?
Full of activities.
So there's lots to do, a lot of stuff to do. And finally, we have Lourdes from Mexico City. Let's see what she has to say.
about living in Mexico City. First, the weather. It is warm and sunny most of the year. The second is the fresh fruits and vegetables. The markets are wonderful. The colors and smells are great. And the third is that I'm never bored because there is so much to see and do. We have museums, theaters, art exhibitions, parks, restaurants, bars, everything. My favorite time of year in Mexico City is the end of December, from the 16th to the 31st. The city is full of lights. There are parties everywhere, and we eat and drink and give presents. Everyone's really happy. I love it.
Life isn't easy in Mumbai for a lot of people, but we really work hard and we really want to do our best. Every new day brings new possibilities. The future is exciting for us.
Lourdes from Mexico City.
There are three things I like about living in Mexico City. First, the weather. It is warm and sunny most of the year. The second is the fresh fruits and vegetables. The markets are wonderful. The colors and smells are great. And the third is that I'm never bored because there is so much to see and do. We have museums, theaters, art exhibitions, parks, restaurants, bars, everything. My favorite time of year in Mexico City is the end of December, from the 16th to the 31st. The city is full of lights. There are parties everywhere, and we eat and drink and give presents. Everyone's really happy. I love it.
Like she likes Mexico?
She loves it.
She loves it. She doesn't just like it, she loves it. And what did she say about the weather?
Warm and sunny the whole year.
Warm and sunny the whole year. Isn't that paradise?
And it's
And
like Trondheim.
like Trondheim, exactly like Trondheim, right? Okay, what else did she say? Did she say something about things to do?
Yes.
What did she say?
They have everything: restaurants, museums, parks, bars.
So they have lots of different activities and places where they can go. Transportation, did she say something about transport?
Mm.
No.
Not exactly.
No.
No, she didn't. But now, out of the three cities, where would you like to live? If you got, for example, an offer, you can go live there for 1 year. You'll have a job, you'll have money, you'll have a place to live for 1 year. Which of the three cities would you choose?
If I have enough money, Tokyo.
How about you, Sevilai?
I think Tokyo or Mexico City.
And now we don't want to go to Mumbai because you and Alex said so many bad things about India.
Never go to India.
I think I saw a program on TV called The Amazing Race when they go to different countries. It's a competition. They have to travel to different countries. And when they were in India, they had to ride a bike everywhere. And it was really difficult for them because it was so hot and they were sweating and so uncomfortable. But I think anywhere, if you go to the nicest area of any country, you will be happy there. But the thing is, for example, when they show on TV, when they show, for example, Brazil, they show, oh, it's so poor, it's so horrible. But then there are good areas that they don't show on TV. You can live in a very nice area and never see any of the bad. But I think if you look at documentaries and if you watch TV, they show a lot of bad things. So maybe, I don't know, but out of the three, I want you to tell me which one you think I would choose.
Want to go to India?
You think I would go to India? How about you? Which?
No, I take Mexico City.
Why?
It's warm. They have everything.
Yeah, but there's one special reason why I would choose Mexico City because they speak Spanish there,
Yes.
and I speak Spanish, so I would want to go to Mexico because they speak Spanish there, and then it would be because I don't think I want to learn Japanese, and I don't know if they speak a lot of English there in Japan.
India,
They have Hindi.
Hindu.
Yeah, they have a language, but they speak English there too, but they speak their own language too. Yeah. Now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to write about these 4 things about Trondheim. The people, the climate, the transport, and things to do. So I'll give you guys 8 minutes max to write very quickly. And then the rest of the time you will tell me what you wrote.
Say the
Climate.
climate.
The climate.
Oh yeah. Climate and transport. What else? Climate and transport.
These 4 things: people, climate, transport, and things to do.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay.
Did you see it?
Yes. No.
Yeah. Yes, your 8 minutes are up. Okay. So, Sivilai, you can start.
Trondheim is nice city. There are polite people. You can ask they everything when you need help.
You can ask them everything. You have to use the object pronoun, them.
Yes.
Ask them.
You can ask them everything when you need help. The climate is very bad. In winter, it is very cold and much snow, but the summer came late. The transport in Trondheim are easy and you can come in
Transport is
easy and you can come in quickly to where are you going. You can do everything here in Trondheim. You can go to cinema, parks, other activities like dance, sports, theaters.
excellent. Okay, your turn, Jan Erik. You wrote a lot as well.
Right along.
Tell us what you wrote.
Here in Trondheim, a city in the middle of Norway, we had a short summer. Temperature about 10 to 20 degrees. In spring, the light is coming back, but in autumn, we lose the light again. In November and December, it's always dark and cold. Trondheim is location in the west coast of Norway.
Trondheim is located.
Located in the west coast of Norway, and it's possible to use boats, rail train connection, south and north, and local train. We had buses about 30 kilometers north. We have an airport. It's a big university here in Trondheim. And
There is.
There is. It's a big university here in Trondheim, and many students move into Trondheim.
Because of that. That's true.
Okay. And therefore, it's a lot of restaurants.
There are a lot of restaurants. There are. Yes.
There are. There's a lot of restaurants and cinema. And I will alternate.
Okay, so you have some homework for. You have a long time to do to do this. So it's page 76 here. But what I want you to do is I want you to also do the page, the exercises on this page, but I want you to write sentences with these words too. I want you to do the exercises that are on the page, but I also want you to write sentences with these words for next class. So here, I think you will recognize the words. But for now, what we're going to do, I'm going to describe something that's on the list. We've done this before in a class. I'm going to describe something, and you have to figure out what it is. Okay? It's a body of water. And it's, if you look outside, you can see one.
So river.
River. Excellent. Here in Trondheim, there is a very big one where people can pray.
Church.
Yes, excellent. This table maybe is not, but a lot of tables and houses are made out of this. It's on the list.
Wow.
It's a material. Wood. That's correct. You go to this place when you need to borrow a book. Library. Here in Trondheim, there are lots of these. They're usually symbols and they represent famous people.
Statue.
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 That's
Statue.
correct. I would never want to live in this place because I like living in the city.
In the mountain.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, that could be in the mountains, but I'm thinking about a place where there's animals, where there are
Farm.
farm. That's correct. If you need to cross from one side to the other, you use this. There's usually water underneath. If you look that way, there is one.
A bridge.
Bridge. That's correct. When you drive a car, you need to go to this place at least once or twice a week.
Petrol station.
Petrol station. Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to do this, but I want you to do it in writing. Okay, and I want you to do the exercises on the page as well. And you have a long time to do it. So I hope that you will do it. Please sign your names here. So I'm gonna see you guys when? In 2 weeks? Okay.
Skulle vi bare lage setninger eller spørsmål?
Det kan være spørsmål også.
Torsdag den 31.
A long time.
It's a long time.
You have to watch movies in English, speak English to your friends. You have to write text messages to your friends on the phone. Write in English. Practice on your own.
It's finished.